What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back. Delicious. So, been a busy weekend so far. Sorry, I'm trying to finish this tea before I open a new one. My kid stole most of it. Got most of the builds up. Updated greatsword build will be up pretty soon. Let me see. As soon as it's on processing, I can put it up. So we had the greatsword build up this morning, and then pretty much right after that, someone pointed out the two-piece Anja set, which allows me to get max might 3 and just drop down to agi 2, which was like, I was doing the math and I'm like, oh wow, this is just straight up upgrade. We're losing 2 points of agi for perpetual 3 max might. That's super good. So pulled that down, redid it, and there's a couple like so a few builds haven't changed. You know, the Pierce build for LBG, there's nothing to change there. I could swap in Arc Vulcan chest and go Gore Waste with this, but like I don't think that really matters, to be honest. I'm at Wex 5, Might 5, Divine Blessing, Antivirus. What do you got? Your 2 Wex recovery. Yeah, no, this is probably fine the way it is. I swapped it. I would get Wex. I'd pick up a 2 slot, so Wex 3-2 over Evade 3-1, and then I'd pick up on 3-2. But I don't know what else I'd. Let me just do it real fast just to see. If I did Con 3-2 and then Wex 3-2, you become Tenderizer. Tenderizer. Yeah, because I need to use the Tenderizer that I'm losing in the waste. And then Evade Extender. No, you would be Evade Window and then Evade Window. Antivirus is still maxed. Let me just see how this looks math-wise. This might be a little better, just having Evade Window 5, but I don't think it matters. Yeah, Ardian Gun Lances are trash. Do not use them. They are not good. Did I lose max might? No. So what am I? Hang on. Is this just the same exact build? I think it's the same exact build. I'm still Wex 5. I'm still Evade Window 5. I'm still Con 3. I'm still max might. I'm still Antivirus. I'm still Burst, Coalescence, Flinch. Yeah, I think that changes literally nothing. I think it's the exact same. Let me do the full math for this real fast. So here's what we would do in terms of value. Let's see. We're getting Wex 3-2, Con 2 3-2, and then with the old build we had Evade Window 2 3-1, and then Wex 2 Recover 1 1-1. Wait, so this has Divine Blessing. I don't think the other build gets Divine Blessing or recovery speed. So Evade Window 2 is the equivalent to 2 Deco slots. Con 2 is the equivalent to the 1-1 slot. A 3 slot and a 3 slot. Wex and a 3 slot. Yeah, so with the current build, I pick up a spare level 1 Deco and a point of recovery speed, which just comes out superior. So yeah, there's no change to the LBG build. Wyvern Heart, I don't know if I would change Wyvern Heart at all. I already have Counter-Strike, Max Might, Agi, Wex. And Resentment? It's a lot of shit. But this doesn't have the crit that comes along with Gore at all. So no antivirus in that setup, but whatever, I don't really play these. Pierce bow. That I'm tweaking. That might get changed. But anyway, so the big thing I want to test right now is Lance. I have two potential Lance setups. One which is working with binding counter, and the other which is doing a maximum might Fulgar setup. Always craft 3 attack. Never use affinity. 3 attack all day, every day. Yeah, the greatsword build will be up soon. I mean, I can show it to you real fast, but I updated it, and then like I said, somebody pointed out the Fulgar, which just gave flat out value over what I had. I hadn't messed with Fulgar yet, but you basically just swap Fulgar gloves in, and it's just outright better. Right there. Fulgar head, Arc Vulcan, Fulgar Gorgor. You get Wex, counter, max smite, antivirus, 2 points agitator, 1 point burst. 95% effective affinity, ignoring wounds, and crit boost at 5. Claps cheeks. Rathalos? Whatever. Rathalos versus Lance, kind of an odd matchup, but... Wait, does Rathalos even have a clash? I don't think he does. Yeah, I had, well, before I didn't have Max Might, I had Agi 4 instead, because I didn't like that Max Might was, you know, you lose it on like your rolling tackles and shit, and I was like, well, that doesn't seem that good. But if you work in the 2-piece Anjanath, it gives you that, like, that extra stamina cushion, and then you can roll tackle, and all of the problems I have with Max Might are just alleviated. So I'm like, well, shit. In that case, if Counter-Strike gets nerfed, we can always just work Heartbreaker in or Evade Extender or whatever else. Arkveld, actually this will be a good matchup. Let's go. We'll go do Arky. Double Arkveld hunts. Nightshade Pollen Farm? Like, almost certainly.
Now commencing quest by order of the guild.
For earplugs. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I try to avoid earplugs on Greatsword. Only because I wanna TCS through lures. Rich. Burr, 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 burr. Yeah. Bro, Ark is just getting fucking... Get lanced, my guy. Ooh. Risky business. Any hunts with viewers? No, not today. Today is a math day. After I get all my updated builds done, I'll be doing mostly viewer hunts and SOSs, but until then, it's math time. The fuck? That's not me. I might honestly go double sharpness on Lance. Because Lance does chew through sharpness. Oh, Cat, Frank, anything? Yep. Oh, most of my Ardians are attack 4 sharpness. But Lance, I may go attack 3 double sharp. 750. Does the target lock system in this game blow donkey bullets? Bro, that's a, I'm be honest, that's a skill issue on your part. Monster Hunter has some of the best combat, but it's not meant for, it's not a baby game. It's the Elden Ring's baby game. Why not affinity on Ardian? Because attack is just worth more. Like every single time, attack's worth more. There's unfortunately, just, I mean, it's just math. We're looking at 5 attack compared to 5 affinity, and those are not 1-to-1. All right, so that was that one. Let's try the max might loadout now. These both have evade extender. You get evade extender 3. You have evade extender 2 and evade window. One of these builds is clearly superior. Yeah, that's the other thing. You reach 100% affinity even without any affinity on your sword. Highest damage set seems to be 2-piece core, 3-piece to hot, Wex, agitate, or frenzy, and resuscitate. I would drop resuscitate out because they're going to be removing that. I think it's tomorrow. They said it's a bug. Basically, resuscitate it's not supposed to have 100% uptime with the gore set. And they're like, this is not intended. This is getting fixed. I mean, that's why I'm not using my corrupted manual. Corrupted manual has this weird fucking bug at the moment where you basically, from what people are saying, you get like double attacks with corrupted manual. I'm like, that doesn't sound normal. I'm gonna try this with less attack and little too greedy. What was that? Sit down. Nope. Ah, that was fucking dumb. It's definitely gonna be slower now.
We've been given more supplies.
Hey, let me see. Pause. Where the fuck's pause at? Where's pause? Let's see. Resuscitate bug. Monster Hunter Wilds. This is, there you go. Here's a thread on it. Upcoming patch included issues planned to be addressed. Some skills are unintentionally activated under the control. Resuscitate from the Apex Group 3-piece skill activates when frenzy is active, which makes sense, but it stays active when frenzy is cured, which seems unintended. I can't think of any other skills that are working, but at the wrong time. And there ain't no way this is going to be faster than the last kill after that cart. Maybe. Fuck was that, bro? Out sharpening, you rude man. Oh, fuck me. Cat, heal me. The fuck was that? Oh! Oh! What are you doing? What was that? Bro, oh my god. Secret was like, "You're dying." I'm like, "What do you mean I'm dying? Run!" "No, I don't want to." "Wait, stop! Run! Move! Get out of the way!" Fight was Cheeks. I'm fighting him on that fucking ledge. It fucked up my block like 3 separate times, bro. So that was an 816 kill compared to a 750 kill. So like 25 seconds slower, but I also carded twice, which I think means it's actually a lot fucking higher. Because like 2 carts and I only missed my other time by 45 seconds. When is using the Lala Strampa Tapella? What the fuck is that? Already an editor. What is this thing called? What's the lance called? Skyscraper. All right, let's try this with double sharpness. I want to see how double sharpness feels on this. I think I'll honestly I'll probably go double sharpness on the lance because I feel like it gobbles through the sharpness. I think this is gonna pull ahead. Plus, this has Evade Extender 3, which is super comfy. No, yeah, we're doing one more because I want to try. So that last time, I mean, we had 2 cards, which was Cheeks.
Right.
And then on top of that, we had we had 2 cards, which was Cheeks. But I also want to test the sharpness.
Now commencing quest by order of the guild.
And I also don't want to fight him on that stupid ledge because that was fucking with my blocks. Calico, heal me. You missed the 20-minute hunts from World. I don't, man. I don't. 20 minutes is a long commitment. Honestly, I think the hunt times are fine. Basic bitch monster and high rank taking 3 minutes, whatever. Now, if this was like a master rank tempered and your average player was killing it in 3 minutes, yeah, I could see that being a problem, but like that's not the case. Like the people who are like, I would consider myself to be a veteran, but despite that, I wouldn't consider myself to be like a crazy good hunter. I'm not a speed runner. I tend to play comfort builds. You know, I make mistakes all the time. I get carded, you know, and I'm doing decent with my hunt times. But there's people that are still taking like 20 minutes on an arc belt, and that's what tells me the hunt times are fine. Because once again, it's high rank. You know, people that are like, no, they're way too low. Like, honestly, it's just, it's out of touch. And the other thing is, I don't think the speed that speedrunners are achieving, that shouldn't be a consideration at all. We're talking about a hunt times in wild, because you're taking, you know, you're taking the best of the best and then expecting to apply that logic and that specific setup across a general population. It just doesn't work out, you know. Just vacuumed me into the power clash. So I still had to get off a sharpen, and he's not skulled yet, so I don't know if that's going to be worth it. Ah, waited too long. Yeah, but even if you shred sharpness, he's one of the main things we're fighting a bunch now, so would still be a consideration. Ah, I keep getting greedy with that. Oh, fucking end me now, bro. I was trying to... I figured I was safe after blocking the 2 and I could just send it. It's not dead. So that time I had 1 cart, but we were still... That was slower than the last time. Nah, the great sword video, I'll put it back up. It's I redid it because I changed the build. I don't know, man. These are I mean, they're pretty close to one another. I guess it just depends. What do y'all think between them? So just to, well, here, let me do this. Let me we got shock absorber. Let me grab a screenshot of the builds so we have the side by side on them. So here's the deal. We got, on the one hand, we got the Agi build. And the Agi build, we got the damage coming in. Anytime we get a clash, we get that buff. Let me see, the Jindahad buff, which is, I wrote it down. It's an extra 25 attack for 1 minute, which is solid. So over the course of a hunt, we're going to have roughly 2 minutes where we're rocking an extra 25 attack. Both fights have maxed out Wex. Agi 3 versus Agi 2, evade window 3, or extender 3 versus evade window to evade extender through. We also got a spare point of blight resist and shock resistant on this one, whereas this one we just got flinch free, but I mean Lance isn't smacking people, so we're fine. But so mathematically, you know, if we let's do some maths. Let's do some maths and compare them in their ideal states, right? So let's see. We're at 233, right? So we're gonna start. Well, hang on. Actually, I don't think that sharpness fucking mattered. So let me just go back to attack. Skyscraper, blast, skyscraper, skyscraper, skyscraper. I gotta hunt some other shit with it and then see if I still feel like the sharpness is fucking up. So that's 225. Actually, maybe I just didn't refresh properly. It was 233. So we're going to start for both of these, we'll go 233. Sharpness is identical. Now, with the one build, we're going to assume 5%. I got 35 because of affinity. What is, and then Agi is going to be 7% and 12 attack. I think I'm Agi, was I Agi 3 on that build? Agitator 3 versus Agitator 2. So Agitator 3 is going to be 7%. So we're at 42% affinity. But then I get 12 raw plus 12 raw, and then over the course of a hunt I'll get that 25 attack buff. So assume a 4-minute. We'll just add that raw 25 on. The alternative build, I'm at 233 plus the 8, so I'm at 241. But I have 5 affinity plus 30 from Wax plus 5 from Agi plus 30. Oh no, they both have gore, so that's another 25. So this is a 95 affinity. And this is a 67 affinity. So in theory, it pulls ahead at 416 EFR, but when I take that out, it drops down to 478. So math-wise, it really comes down to, I guess it just comes down to how much of your hunt do you have that buff? That's the real question here. How much of the hunt do we have our Jindahad buff? Because I'm usually getting 2 clashes per hunt. Let me put this back to sharpness and then restart so it refreshes that. And I'm gonna do something that isn't something that's not a not Arcveld, to see if I get through it without needing to sharpen. I mean, Agitator, from what I hear, Agitator, you should take an assumed uptime of like 75%. The question is Jindahad, because I mean 25 raw for a minute, that's chonky, dude. That's a lot. 25 raw for a minute is like, ooh. There's a Blaganga. Should we test with the Blaganga? How's my food buff looking? I might need to.
Yes. I'm happy.
Let me just eat. Let me just eat. So we have the same food buff across all four. All three.
Right.
Did you get more food? I just use shop mod. I was tired of trading shit constantly. Well, I had 16 minutes, but we're gonna do 3 hunts, and so I wanted to make sure that I want to make sure that I had the exact same food buff across all the hunts. Icebound? No, I'm not. Stop it, bro. That came up at roughly 130. If I had had it, it would have gone up. That's why I hate fighting Blaganga, bro. He has his little bitches with him. No, don't beat daddy up. Get the fuck out of here, man. That was funny. Oh my god, bro. I'm gonna fucking murder them. Blaganga wouldn't be bad if it was just Blaganga, but it's never just Blaganga. It's Blaganga and his little sideshow of fucking ads that are just on your dick the entire fight until they get killed by side attacks. So 507. So if that had been like with the other build, I mean, I would have only had my power guard up once, you know? I didn't need to sharpen though. Yeah, why not? Nah, the Monster Hunter games are terrible. That's why I got like 250 hours in it. Just love playing games that aren't good. My clan is full.
Now commencing quest by order of the guild.
Should make the Booty Warriors too. Here comes the boss. Am I crazy or am I getting way more fucking wounds? Oh, I think my whole PC just crashed. That was weird. Are y'all still there? That was really weird. Everything like locked up. I don't know. I haven't, like I said, I'm a good amount over 200 hours played. I've never seen that happen before. Could have been a driver issue. I don't know. It was weird though. Because it was like the game locked up, OBS locked up. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I think my entire PC just had a hiccup. Alright, so that was... Overall, I had higher DPS. Had higher DPS. And I was faster by 10 seconds. Which is really nothing, but I had to sharpen anyway, so give me the attack. That hunt felt way better though, so I'm gonna do one more, but I want to hunt it with the other setup because I feel like the flow of that hunt was so much better. Like I was getting wounds left and right, I was just fucking them up. $230 hours. Jesus. Living in this game. Favorite weapon in wilds? Insect life. IG is my goat. But I've had a lot of people that are like, what about the Lance build? Give us Lance gamers some love. Yeah. I don't know why the Lance gamers are rallying around me. But... No, I would be extremely surprised if we get a new weapon in DLC. It's just not likely. Yeah, right? All 14 Lance gamers, they keep showing up in the comments asking for builds. Dude, Bale fighting against a guard up lance would be having the worst day of his life. I'd be like, you think you're unblockable? No, you're fucking not! Almost right up in my man's ass. All the weapons y'all are thinking of are any like magnets, spikes, gauntlets, tomfos. That's all non-canon stuff. That's stuff from like Frontier and spin-off titles. That's not to say we'll never see it, because after all, they pulled Espinos into the game and Rise. But traditionally, they don't pull stuff from those games into the main titles. Bro, you were so fucking annoying. He's in like his death throes and he's like, I'm gonna do all the most annoying shit possible. 504. $55.9 DPS. Ow. You dick. So that was a much cleaner hunt, and once again ended up being just a little bit slower than the other set. It's honestly, it's really surprising to me, because like the other set, that buff isn't up a lot, but I am consistently getting faster kills with the power guard set. The power guard was 456. We're testing set comparisons. So the two sets in question are either a Wex 5 Agi 3 antivirus binding counter set, or a Wex 5 Might Agi 2 Anja set. And you know, and you'd think in the Anja set, yo, you got 30% more crit or max might. You should be good. I haven't even looked. How often am I maintaining max might throughout the hunt? Let me just look at my stamina, see if it's coming down. Yeah, I mean, I'm not losing max might at all. I think one of the factors though is I have a shield and iron wall. If I swap this out for crit boost, I'm pretty sure it would win. I'm pretty sure crit boost would pull ahead. Blaganga? I don't use your Blaganga shit. I'll just keep both. And I'll be like, this build is very similar to the greatsword build. You're going to pick up 3 evade extender. You're going to have more consistent damage with this, but if you're getting the blocks, this is going to pull out. Both of them are fine. Minor differences. I think I can actually... Doesn't Gore Coil go down to a 1? Yeah, I might as well do that. Gore Coil Alpha, because then I could do the burst. And I get the free point of antivirus anyway. And then shockproof could go here. And then this could be that could be evade extender to give me evade 3. Cool. We don't need evade extender 3, but that way it's equal on both. They both have shock absorber and evade 3. Oh, actually, this one doesn't get it. This one don't get shock absorber. But this one's got flinch free. Alright, and now they're both evade extenders, so it's just which style do you like more? Probably gonna go for this one. Alright, so I think that's it for the Lance build. Longsword. So longsword's a little fuckier because there's like, you know, you got Wex, you got Counter Strike, you got Max Might, but then there's also a consideration of adrenaline. And I feel like doing a build around adrenaline is the smarter play because that's just a lot of raw that you're potentially keeping up. Like, you know, we're at 233 attack, and like I get a 238 because of burst. You gotta actually hit a foresight slash first. Now up to 271. Like, that's a big fucking jump, man. And then this build has, you can also counter strike. You gotta sometimes I whiff it. Can never hit it right. So if I can maintain Counter Strike and Adrenaline. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes I get it up, sometimes I can't get it up with the EI Spirit Slash. Because that was a gauge build. Like, if I'm getting hit in the face, it's refreshing it, but I can't. Like, that should have refreshed it, but it didn't. I don't get it. I've heard that you can... It works off of the Spirit Release. So Spirit Release is going to proc Counter Strike. Spirit Release procs Counter Strike. And the other one pops Evade Window. Like, math-wise, I think this is the best. because we got crit boost at 5, so we have 5 affinity, an extra 25 coming in from gore to put us at 30, and then we got Wex was giving us another 30 to put us up to 60, and like I could work in might, but I don't think might is worth it over counter. I think counter is much better than might. Just because it's fucking 25 rolls for 30 seconds. And then Adrenaline Rush, we're subbing out 1 point of that. Adrenaline Rush should be easy enough to maintain, but really this is a question of like, I don't know, I think this is the best longsword build possible. And we have everything we would want math-wise. You know, if we're looking at, if we're 263 on both, like I said, the affinity would be roughly 60%. We're at 60-40 there. What if I went to 72-34? That would barely pull it ahead. So it might be worth working more crit into the build over crit boost. But if I'm looking at Counter-Strike, which is an extra 25, you know, 263 versus might, which would be 90. I mean, that's crazy. Having the 25 from Counter-Strike is worth the 30 affinity. And that's assuming our crit boost is here. But if I take this up to 72 and this down to 34, I'm suddenly pulling ahead of my maximum might. And I'm to be honest, I'm not completely, I think I would have to do the Anja setup with max might, because the thing is with max might, you're like, there goes max might. Anytime you, that's gonna gobble up your fucking stamina. Let me, just out of curiosity, let me use it real fast, the might build, and see how this feels with longsword. And if it's coming back up fast enough to justify it. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's I mean, I don't know. What do y'all think? Because there's like that delay, and by the time it's like going, it's coming back up, but I don't know. Well, even if I did it though, part of the problem is if I was going to do the max might, I think I would have to sacrifice, I'd have to sacrifice something else. I wouldn't be able, if I'm doing the max might buff, I won't be able to have Counter-Strike, and I won't be able to have Adrenaline. Because instead of Counter-Strike and Adrenaline, we're picking up the extra stamina bar. Yeah, I mean, Counter-Strike 3 Adrenaline Rush 4 is pretty cracked. And we got quick sheet, point of burst. Max might is like 3. Yeah, but would you take it? Would you take it over Counter-Strike? I mean, that's the $1 million question. Do you take the 25 attack, or do you take the 30 affinity? It was like I was showing over here, you know. This has the 25 attack. This has the 30 affinity. Assuming they're both at 40 crit boost, you're pulling ahead by 1 EFR. But if I knocked my crit boost down and I did a crit eye, I'm suddenly ahead. It's when you get knocked down, but it's also, you also get it on shrug frames. I don't know what the term is. I'm calling them like rocksteady frames or shrug frames. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, hyper armor attacks basically. So you can get it on FRS, you can get it off of Great Sword Tackle, and we can get it off of Spirit Blade Release. Gotta wait for this thing. Yeah, well, and also, that's the other thing. Like, it's also going to work on anything, like, if you just get hit. Which my logic is with like, right there, that just procced it. We just shrugged through that doing our Spirit Release Slash. We got the buff up. And the other thing is, you know, with playing Longsword, you're going to be like, counter! And you're going to be trying to get your counters, or you're going to be like, here comes the EI Spirit Thrust. I'm going for it. Oh, I got knocked back. Like, I don't know. I'm not a great longsword player. So I feel like I get, you know, I eat shit a ton trying to get my counters. Which, with that in mind, it's like, I might as well take the fucking attack buff that refreshes every time I get bonked in the face, you know? That puts me up to 263. A lot of uptime. I mean, that's a lot of uptime coming in. I don't know if I'd change anything with this. I think I would keep this just the way it is. Do you get it on offsets? This weapon doesn't have offsets, but no, you don't. Well, I want to fight. Go fuck up a Chemitrice. Bro, I hate when you like buy something and then the company's like, we're gonna send you a new email every fucking day. Like, bro, I bought one thing. Stop. Stop. I do not need emails every goddamn day. How good is Hammer? I mean, Hammer's fine. I've heard a lot of people say that it's underperforming at the moment. I don't know enough about Hammer.
Now, are you prepared?
I know how to play it, but I'm not like a Hammer dude.
They've issued us supplies. Let's put them to use.
How do you fight Gravios in HR? You just go to him and you fight. I'm not sure what you're asking here. Haven't found him? I mean, I don't know how that's possible. You like have to fight him. Isn't he a requirement? Like, don't you have to fight Gravios to progress your HR rank up? I'm pretty sure he's one of the main missions. He's an optional? Well, go to optional quests. Never had to fight Gravios. I don't know. I did my side missions, and I know he's in side missions. That was rude. Y'all ready to see optimum greatsword play? Here we go. Optimum greatsword DPS. That's all you got to do, baby. Bro, this bow is kind of fucking me up. So I don't play the longsword. Hit the weak spot, bro. No, this is just a little Google spreadsheet that's saved on my computer. Amatrice is giving me the business right now. Will die for your insolence. I am Weed Man. Death Stranding trailer. Oh, I need to watch that after stream. Yeah, I think I'm fine with this. I mean, that wasn't my fastest hunt because I play sloppy with it, but I think longsword, I think this build's good. I just need to actually, like, it would be better in the hands of somebody who's a good longsword player. All right, let's look at hammer. Hammer is probably gonna, well, I don't know. What do y'all think about max might on hammer? I feel like hammer tends to... Hammer. An extra 4 affinity. I think I would do like the same fucking thing. Just counter strikes. I'm gonna get hit in the face a bunch. Wax, counter strike, might, anti, agi burst, critical boost, critical eye. This is the equivalent of 99% crit with a fucking blast hammer. Heartbreaker? Heartbreaker over what? Focus? God roll Ardian looks like. 4 attack, 1 sharp.
Commencing quest by order of the guild.
Yes, I've tried burst. Burst is good. Oh my god, that big wife energy. She seems like she would be good at doing taxes, but also down to take a gummy and lay in bed and fuck all day. It's good wife energy right there. I just struggle to get down the offset attack for hammer. Ow, bro, why you being like this? I'm stuck on this rock. I mean, it ain't even about forgetting combos. Like, hammer just has a very, that's why you can hold the offset for so long, because you gotta build up to it. Most weapons, you can just let it rip. With hammer, you gotta get through, like, 3 separate moves. Just takes longer. Save me, Frank. Does it feel like... Oh my god. Does it feel like hammer gobbles up sharpness really fast now? No, maybe I don't want to bother with an updated hammer guide. Definitely not enjoying the hammer as much as other weapons. Bro, please. Ah. I wish you could hit. Like each little swing of that should do damage. And also, I suck at hitting the fucking weak spot attack with hammer. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is just an Ardian hammer. Ardian pretty much sweeps every category except for bow guns, horns, and gun lance. Yeah, I don't know, man. I might just do the lance and longsword video and call it there. Get off of my nuts, Wrath. Fuck. I'm not even here to fight you, I swear to God. I'm gonna pull out a different weapon and exterminate your existence. Like from a math sense, I think this tracks for hammer. It's just when I play hammer, I usually want to go like bonk stuff. That's the para hammer. Para flare hammer. This is counter agi might wex. Max wex, max agi, ooh max might. The extra agitator offset the, well, let's just math it out, to be honest. Let's see. So we're at 263. Why are we at 39 affinity? Right, so we're at 39. Right, we're at 39 plus I'm gonna get 5 from agitator. Right, I think I get yeah. Oh. 9 plus 30 from might plus 5 from agi plus 30 from wex plus 25 from gore. $90. Yes, this is a 99 affinity, 40% crit boost. In terms of damage, there's the potential for counter strike, so we'll say 263 plus 25 to put me at 288.
I heard from the others.
Instead, I'm working with the other build. The big bonks. I already played another crap. Sure, the full game already. It's on the channel. So that is 29 affinity plus 15 plus 30. This one would be 74 affinity. Would probably go with that. So 74 affinity, but I would have 25 and then 20. That would be 308 raw. It is not going to compete. So a new hammer build is stronger. If you want a blast hammer, you gotta go Ardian. You could go blast or paralysis, but if you're going para hammer, if you're going para hammer, you might as well just run the binder mace. Because it's 250 and para hammers get like 90, I think. They're pretty cheeks. Low focus, slugger, stamina thief, charge up. It was on you anyway. Roughly the same thing. Burst. Oh, that's right, you're not wax. You're. What would I change into you? Your charge up in KO. Razor sharp slugger. And that would give me a fuckload of stun. And then I want to go comfort or the might setup. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I don't know. I think focus on greatsword is needed. On hammer, I feel like I could take it or leave it. this is just the damage. This doesn't really have. Which doesn't even have anything in particular to give me healing. It's got bad blood. It's a bad blood resentment setup. I think I would just use the same set. Princess, stop that. Stop eating the cardboard. It's got the flare and the divine burst. It's a little comfier, but it doesn't have any healing. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I do think this is I'm gonna put sharpness on it. Focus KO. If I was gonna do resentment, flare, your convert. I needed those because the decos, but let me try going like Udra, Gorgor, basically. So that's gonna be resentment, burst, counter. I don't really need burst. I need 1 point of burst with this. I need Wex though. We go Wex. Wex. Now that 5 resentment, 5 Wex, 3 counter strike, and then we're picking up Black Eclipse and Bad Blood. Doesn't have as much raw crit, but that's kind of cool. I would probably go protection. Yeah. I get resentment setup. Because I mean, when it's popping off, we're gonna have 25 attack coming out of that. We're gonna have another 25 attack coming out of that. We're gonna have 8 attack coming out of that. That's a chunky amount of fucking attack. Let me see how this compares to the other hammer, the 99 crit hammer, in terms of EFR. So this would be. So we're at a base of 253, which would actually be 303. The affinity on this build is no divine blessing. There's no room for divine blessing. So we gotta slot in our antivirus. Alright, so that's going to give us a yummy 25% affinity. And then resuscitate is what? Is it 10? I think it's 10 more raw. So we're at 228. Well, let me see. We're at 236 with burst up. least let burst come off. So 228. The fuck? What? I'm at 253. Oh, now it's 230. Oh, the meal wore off. I'm at 238. Huh? Hold up. Okay, so it is 10. So I want $93. I'm at 296. Yeah, that's pretty fucking nutty, dude. So I'm getting a 296, and then for affinity with this, I think it's 45 affinity. When everything was firing off, I was at 296, and then 30 coming in for Wex. So 25 and 30 is 45, and then I don't have crit boost. It's 435. Lucas KO. Yeah, why not? Might as well. More charges, faster bonks. Just getting up to 274 before burst wore off. 274.99. $274.99. So it's really not that far behind. 444 EFR compared to 435, and I have a fuckload more stun and paralysis. Seems good. Let me see something here. If I gave that build crit boost, it's so stupid. If I gave this crit boost, not this one, the Parahammer. If I just swapped these out and went crit boost, it becomes higher on EFR immediately. Let me make sure all my numbers were accurate, because that does seem pretty stupid. Let me overcome. $296.25. Yeah. 296.25. Wait, no, 25 plus 30. It's 55. This might actually be fucking stronger, bro. Oh my god, they're identical. They're identical on EFR. It's fucking funny. That's so funny. I mean, obviously this is assuming you got resentment and Counter-Strike up, but bro, that's wild to think that the binder mace is just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm doing whatever I want. That cracks me up. Fucking resentment go burr. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let me take that off, put it back on. Era big box. Alright, let me Counter-Strike. We're gonna put all these buffs up in a second. $274.99. $274. Oh, never mind. This one is higher. I didn't have agitator on, it seems. $274.99. So that's a solid. It's solid, very solid. But it's because of crit boost. Let me make crit boost even. Okay, never mind. Crit boost is not going to catch it up. We are the difference of 50% affinity is pretty staggering. But that's good though. I can have. We got the Parahammer build, which has been updated. And then we got the big bonker build for when you just want to do damage. That's good. Gore Mandela? I don't think you're fighting Gore Mandela. Yeah, a second. Alright, hunting horn builds. Did we just do the same shit? What level do you have to be to get your mound in Monster Hunter Wilds? Your mount? Just bro, just play the game. Y'all are asking questions you would get the answer to if you played the game for like 3 hours. Where's my mount? Just literally just play the game, man. Come on. Chat, will we just use the same fucking build with Hunting Horn? Better streamers are answering and say thank you for the follow and you are not LOL. It's so funny. Think you will never grow up. Oh, weird, because if there's better streamers, why are you in here trying to lick my taint, bro? Listen, I'm gonna make something clear, my guy. I play games because I like playing games. Okay? You are not fucking special, right? If you want to watch me, cool. But you don't come in my chat and be like, say thank you, Mr. Streamer. Like, I'm not your fucking monkey, bro. I'm not here to dance for you. All right? Like, that's not how things fucking work around here. And if you think that you're, you know, somehow entitled to this monkey dance, you're gonna be in for a rude fucking awakening, my guy. I barely say thank you for donations. I don't even tell people, I don't tell people to like or subscribe. I don't tell people to fucking give me a tip. I don't be like, make sure to spend your Prime sum. I don't ask for shit. I never have. Look at my whole fucking channel. You won't find one clip outside of a charity stream where we're raising money for like kids with cancer, will you find me being like, hey guys, really, you should like and subscribe, and I just need like an extra $100. Oh my god, thank you so much for that follow. You're making my dream come true. Like, that ain't how we fucking do things around here, my dude. That's just not how it fucking works. I'm here to play games and talk about fucking games. You want to come in and be like, yo, check out this fucking build in Monster Hunter? We can talk for 30 minutes. You want to come in and get upsetty spaghetti that I'm not doing a monkey dance? You're in the wrong spot. You putting up a heavy bowgun build? The ultimate guide covers a lot of it, but I have heavy bowguns in a weird fucking spot. I have a Wyvern Heart build and then a spread build to show how bad it is, and you can run Pierce with it, but it's, I don't know, man. I'm not vibing with heavy bowgun. Heavy bowgun is like the bottom of my list for weapons right now. Hunting horn, though. I think the problem with hunting horn, can I even, like, I guess I could go crit. But like this one, we need sonorous. Cat, get off of that fucking thing. This one, we got Horn Maestro already. And then this one, I don't know. Do we add more crit in with Hunting Horn? That's my problem. I don't know what to do with it. I mean, I wish fucking Flare just worked, dude. Because like the Flare Hunting Horn build was fine. It was just like, yo, look at this. We got some Decimator. We got Hasten Recovery. We got fucking Wex and Agitator and Divine Blessing and Recovery up. Things are comfy. It feels fine. Just fucking play it. But I don't know. I might just keep those sets as they are and not even update them. I mean, those sets are fine. Wex 5, Agi 5, Divine and Recovery up. A little bit of fucking Part Breaker sprinkled in. Dude, I have heard so many fucking mixed things about it. On the dummy, I did all my tests on the dummy. And the dummy just doesn't really work that well for flare tests. I've heard some people say that levels 2 and 4 work. SD Shepherd did a video on it, and watching the video just confused me more, to be honest. Like, not that he did a bad video, he did a very good video, but like the findings he came up with for flare, like, bro, if you presented those findings for like anything else, like physics, people would be like, what the fuck, this doesn't make sense. Like levels 2 and 4 of 2 and 4 flare help to generate wounds faster, but levels 3 and 5 help to get a bigger flare burst when the little white thing goes off. But 1 point of flare sometimes works. Like, it's all over the place, man. They need to just... They need to do something with flare. It's kind of a mess. TBH. It's the highest damage IG. I was running this. Wex 5, Agi 4, Flare 2, Max Might 2 burst plugs. You could go Max Might 3, but I like having earplugs. Then I have an aerial set that's very similar. That sacrifices 2 points of agitator, but you get Master Mounter, which is pretty cool. But Elemental IG does some fucking work. Elemental IG is a big pumper. You can run that with Burst 5, Wex 4, Antivirus 3, Coal, and do big damage. I just don't know what to do with Horn. I guess I could just take this. What's my crit get up to? IG is a case of using your Kinsec to spend the attack. I spend it when there's wounds. If there's wounds, I spend it because it means I can get my shit back up. Ow! Does build have Counter-Strike on it? Sorry. Let that hit happen. Harry Potter ass weapon. So we were at 348 and 60. Oh, 348, 60 and 25. Let me see what this looks like if I'm pumping crit boost. I probably want crit boost on. So this is the Horn Counter-Strike Max. Oh no, I wouldn't be at 60. I'd be at 90 as Wex. Well, let's just say Wex, because usually I'm... No, fuck it. We'll say 75. We'll assume half our crits are hitting weak points. So if I were to take out the attack boost... We're going to assume the same math, but let's say I got critical boost to 40. I just got to get burst up and see what my raw attack is at. So 328. Yeah, it's gonna pull ahead. This might just be like the best overall build in the game, just because you can get so much crit out of it. It's very easy to get 100% crit and stay comfy with it. This is my damage. I'll just showcase both. I'll be like, one of these got good healing. One of these has lots of self-healing. One of them is better for outright damage and crits. I think that makes sense. I think that's a safe way to go about it. Let's slot a crit eye. Put us up to that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So damage horn, comfort horn. That's it. Damage horn, comfort horn. With that particular build, how much crit do I have coming in? I might be better off with it there as well. It probably will, because I mean, let me look at these horns, see what kind of built-in crit they have. 15 and then 10. And so we're getting 10 plus 30 from Wax. Those sets had agitators, so another 15. 55 crit. Yeah, I mean, crit boost is just going to pull ahead there, I think. Explain the way blast works. So basically there's thresholds on monsters. So, like, think of the first threshold as, say, 500 blast. And then after that, it might be 1,000 blast. Or well, I don't know. A better way is like level 1 is 500, level 2 is 1,500, then after that is like 3,000. So the idea is as you're dealing blast damage, this meter fills up, and then when you hit 500, boom, you get an explosion. And then you need to deal like 1,000 more damage. And then when you hit that threshold, boom, and you hit an explosion. And then you got to keep going, but that threshold gets progressively higher. So you're going to see these little blast procs throughout combat that'll do damage as you're bonking stuff, but it'll start taking longer and longer and longer to get those procs. So like take this for example. This has 250 blast on it. If I'm just sitting here and bonking, after a little bit, you'll see a blast proc. You'll see like a little explosion when it comes. If it ever comes. Alright, so right there, how you saw that little explosion and it said 150, that was the blast proc. That means that I had built my threshold up enough to do that little blast of 150. So it's not a ton, but it is something that's just like extra free damage over time. And then convert element and flare work in a similar capacity, except flare is dealing just pure physical and convert element is dealing dragon damage. Yes, it's a status. I don't know why they changed it to where it's listed as element in Ardians, but yeah, blast, sleep, paralysis, exhaust, those are all statuses. A really easy way to know status versus element is if you just like pick a bow gun, like any bow gun, and then you can see stuff. So like poison, paralysis, sleep, those are your statuses. Element, 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 element. Exhaust is a status. Let me see. They might be listed. I think status is listed somewhere on the monster page even. Let me see. Yeah, so like we can see all of our elements there. Fire, water, shock, ice, dragon. And then here, effective status effects. Poison, sleep, paralysis, blast, blight, stun, exhaust. I don't know why they call them element, but yeah. They're not element at all. Alright, so, well, this, we're not going to do attack. We're going to do crit boost, as we covered. Need sonorous. Sonorous. We got a... Whoa, what? That's only 1 point of Horn Maestro? What the fuck, dude? That is cheeks. Oh my god. I mean, you gotta have that. That's so cheeks. Why would they do us like that? It's so fucked up. I can't believe you need a level 3 deco to max out Horn Maestro, bro. That's wild. I guess I'll go Horn Maestro Handicraft on this. What's the sharpness like? Yeah, whatever. It's alright. Do that. I mean, there's nothing. I guess I could go Horn Maestro Crit Eye. Offset Horn. I can't believe that shit. That's so crazy. Adrenaline status is best with lots of small hits. So the thing with like small hits versus big hits is smaller weapons have motion values that are more in line with dealing status or elemental. Now it's not to say you can't do it with a big weapon, you know, like a blast greatsword. Yeah, you're gonna get some blasts here and there or some paralyzers or whatnot, but status builds, it's very hard to make a dedicated status build where like you are, you know, the status is the core aspect of your play. So we had it a little bit towards the end of Iceborne with the crit status QR builds. Like you could have a paralyzed build that was getting an excessive amount of paralyzes per hunt, but there's definitely a threshold where you are getting, like, you're focused so much on, like, I need to get the paralyzed that you're just losing out on damage. Or blast, because keep in mind, it's a threshold that builds up. So, like, each time you get that blast or that paralyze or whatever, it's going to take more time for the next one to happen. Whereas stuff like element or just raw damage, that's just linear. You know, 50 damage at the start of the hunt is still as valuable as 50 damage at the end of the hunt. But 50 blast at the start of the hunt is going to do, it's a drop in the bucket at the end of the hunt. So that's why, in general, the best way to think of blast, in my opinion, is just pick something you want sprinkled in, and primarily you pick blast if you're doing a raw oriented build. So like my greatsword, this by all means, this is a physical greatsword build, but I have a paralysis greatsword. I might get 1 to 2 paralysis per hunt for free. Cool. Same thing if it was sleep. If it comes in, cool. But I'm not going to build towards that because that's not going to be the focal point. Like same with like my sword and shield, you know, this is a blast sword and shield, but I'm not building for blast. The blast is just like, you know, it's the sprinkles on top of the ice cream. The rest of the build is like ice cream and the whipped cream and the fucking sundae sauce and all that shit. And then the blast, that's just the sprinkles, you know. You might like sprinkles, you might not. They don't really contribute that much to the overall experience, but hey, they're there. Think of it like your sprinkles. Horns are good, I think, with this setup. This is fine. I really don't think I'm doing heavy bowgun at all. I think that's it. I think I got everything ready to go. I have the 2 horn builds. I have the parahammer and the big bonks build. I have 2 lance builds, just 2 separate play styles. Longsword, I'm only gonna post this 1 build, but I don't know if you can get more fucking. I'm curious. Hold on, let's look. Let's see if there's a meta build. Monster Hunter Wilds meta longsword. I don't know if, like, math-wise, I think this is the fucking best longsword can get. Longsword build. Endgame. I made this build based on this post. Can it do better? Let's see what his build is. His build's got Wex 5 Burst 3, Might 3, Antivirus 3. I have Wex 5, Adrenaline Rush at 4, Counter-Strike at 3, Antivirus 3. I mean, he has Burst at level 3. I have Burst at level 1. I think my build beats that out easy. Oh, that's a paralyzed longsword, though. Alright, so that's kind of irrelevant about this. Until someone smarter than me comes up with the actual math, I'll be iterating on my builds in these posts. Crit boost, razor sharp, handicraft, Wex, counter strike, max might, and virus. Quick sheath. His adrenaline rush is only at level 2. How is my adrenaline rush at level 4? His is only at 2, so that's an extra 10 raw I get over him. Orgor, Arkveld, Arc Vulcan, Zubu Helm. What the fuck? The math ain't mathin', bro. Oh wait, he has counter charm 3. So he is getting... Oh, he has maximum might in the build. Okay. We have that. Okay, so that's an interesting potential matchup. Because we went for Adrenaline Rush 4. If we take that down by 2 levels, it'll drop from 25 to 15. But then you could swap out the counter decos for maximum might decos and add more crit into the build. I think that might math ahead. I want to get everything up and running real fast. I wanna get this up and see what my damage is gonna look like. I'm at 30. Oh, just lost my burst and my adrenaline rush. All right, so I got adrenaline rush up and counter strike up. So 313, 30. 313, 30, but I have Wex, so that's actually going to be closer to 60. So up to 269. Then we're up to 310, and then burst puts me to 330, I think. A 313. That's 60. Now, instead, if I was to lose 10, I would be at 303. But a conditional 90 would be higher. So yeah, that would make sense. Let me go slap a necklace on. Need a max might necklace. Let's see what my Gemma wants to make max might necklace. Maximum might. Or I mean, it's the same shit. It's 3 skills for 3.
Ready?
Upgrade.
Now that's a good
Max
choice.
might only goes up to 2, but counter charm goes up to 3.
What are we making today?
That's whack. Have that. Hang on. Have a counter strike charm. Counter attack. Chain, blade, time.
What are we making today?
Alioth scale? The fuck? Alioth.
See you later.
Combat depends on the weapon. Some weapons are pretty easy. No. Small monsters. Let's see if that goes up to level 3. This is why you gotta make fucking everything, bro. I didn't think you could get everything at 3. That would track. If you don't have the materials, you won't be able to craft an upgrade. Come here. Give me your scales, small creatures. I mean, most of the time upgrading, like at the start of the game, yeah, stuff's tied behind hunter rank, but once you get going, it's just materials. Like I've seen a lot of people that are like, I can't upgrade my shit. And it's like, oh, you probably haven't been hunting level 3 tempereds.
Got something in mind?
Okay, no.
Anything catch your eye?
That's wild. No, that's level 2. Damn, I can't believe this can go up to 3. That is... how cheeky. I would not have looked at that. And that is gonna just crank this build to the next level.
Even a message for you.
Goes to show you, man, you gotta fucking always check everything. Let's get this to 3. Does it only show 2? Because these are true numbers. Page 3. This. Turn this off. Display without. That's damage numbers for babies. Seen the clip of a guy killing tempered grab in 37? I haven't, but I mean, any tempered grab kills for now should be taken with a hint of salt because he's bugged. So there's a problem right now with Gravios where typically when you break the wound on a monster, the monster staggers, and then or like you part break, you know, you break open its stomach, you hit 500 damage or whatever on the stomach, break the stomach, monster staggers, you start hitting it. For some reason, there is a bug with Gravios where you break it open and the game doesn't take away that stagger threshold, so then you can just keep staggering it over and over and over again. And that's why Gravios just gets fucking bodied by everybody. Get off the mount, bro, fuck. Gravios is not supposed to be this, like, punching bag that he is. I totally dashed that roar. I mean, it's fucking funny seeing him flop around like a fish for sure. You're not even tempered, bro. Why are you cooking me? Oh. Bro. Hand over your wings and this won't be a problem. Big whiffs. I see a wound. Give it to me. That thing. Your red wound. Easiest tail cut of my life. Bro's having a really bad day. Yeah, longsword's a little bit goofy at the moment. Like, basically the best damage you can do with longsword is really not how the weapon is historically played. Once you get into red, you can cancel attack out of some stuff, and so that's what you see me doing here. Basically, the idea is you Y and then you right trigger, and you can see how there's like just zero downtime. Which, well, Gore Mantle, that's going to get fixed. So it won't be as devastating once Gore Mantle is fixed. But Gore Mantle basically is like doubling Y attacks or some shit at the moment. So that you're just non-stop. It's like you're doing 4 times the attacks you would normally do, fast as fuck. But I'm not going to play Longsword and not do Spirit Release because it's the coolest fucking thing Longsword has had in ages. It would be like playing Greatsword and not doing my sexy fucking offset. Yeah, I like I like the idea of like going 3 red attacks and then canceling it. That's what I did in my original video. I was like, hey, you get this good move set, you can pump 3 red attacks and then you can go from there. And people were like, no, just YRT, YRT. And I'm like, I don't care if it's good. I refuse. I'm not gonna promote that. It's boring. But I will gladly use it to murder this thing and get the part I need quickly. Oh, I think we have everything we need. This is updated with the... I still can't believe that counter can get 3 but not might. That's so cheeky.
What are we making?
But it allows us to just fit max might into the build, which then makes this pretty much the best longsword you can have at the moment.
I was given a message for you.
What do you usually use for your second weapon? Just whatever. It doesn't. Your second weapon doesn't really matter that much, to be honest. I would do I think there's 2 good options. Either you have a bow gun, so while the monster is running you can chase it and like shoot it with poison ammo to poison it, or you bring a greatsword so that if the monster falls asleep you can wake it up with big hits. You got Y spam with longsword, B spam with charge blade. What's next? I've seen people recommending fucking big bang spam with hammer. Which I don't get that. I don't understand how that's good. So like, all right, real fast, right? Maybe it's a time thing, but like I mean the math does not support this for me. And so if you're a hammer player, please tell me what I'm not fucking getting here, because I don't see any reason to ever do a big bang finisher. I just don't see it. There's no reason. So let me get up. I'm gonna get up my get up burst. We'll burst up. Watch. Well, actually, burst is gonna fall off anyway. So here's combo 1. Bonk, 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 bonk. 1329. Respectable. Come on, reset. 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 Why is it not resetting? Here is combo 2. Bonk, 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 bonk. And like, it's a little bit slower, but it's 100 extra damage. And like, you know, I've seen people, they're like, oh, well, yeah, but it's slower DPS. But I mean, it's like in a hunt, you're not just spamming B over and over. You need to like maximize the damage you're going to get in a specific window. Does look cooler. Oh, it's the same thing with charge. I think people are like, so take this came up on the Switch X video. People were like, you know, why are you doing your combo wrong? I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, you're thrusting before you do the full release slash. And I'm like, well, we have a limited amount of time. You know, I'm fitting in the damage I can fit. You know, because your options, like, let's say, you know, let's say I'm about to swap. You know, I just got knocked out. I'm going into this. I can go do. I can go into a full release slash. It's 1883. That's some respectable damage, right? Or I could just fit in a poke beforehand and I do the same thing, but I just get more damage. And it's like, we're squeezing in one extra hit and you know, we went from 1883 to 2007. It's another one of those things. I don't know. But I had a bunch of people that were like, you should just spam FRS. I'm like, I don't think it fucking works like that, man. Like, you know, you gotta, if I can fit one extra attack into the damage window, I'm gonna fit one extra attack in. That's another thing, yeah. If there's some reason I shouldn't be doing that thrust and I have the damage window for it, like, let me know. But to me, I'm like, more damage in window is good. I think so too, Prof. I think a lot of people they're watching speedrunners, and this. So anybody that's new to Monster Hunter, you need to understand something about speedruns. Speedruns take hours upon hours upon hours and are replicated to a very specific standard, where people are like, you know, it's not like when most of us go out and hunt. Like, speedrunners are positioning the monster in a certain way so that 30 seconds in, they're getting a specific counter, and that at 45 seconds in, they're getting a knockdown, and they have an 8-second window to do a certain amount of damage, and then they need to do 2 more moves and then do more damage. Like, speedruns are scientific as fuck in this game. It's extremely different from your average player. And, you know, if you're just trying to take a speed run build and then apply it to general hunts, it is not going to be a one-to-one, because most hunts they're not cut and dry at all. And the thing you don't see is like, yeah, that speed run, it's going to look clean as fuck, and someone's probably going to have like a 1.5-minute kill, but it probably took dude 10+ hours to get that run where everything was fucking flawless down to a second. Because that's the thing, they're literally, you know, it's a worldwide competition to compete and get these kills as low as you can get, to the point where even milliseconds could be what sets you apart from somebody else. 99% of us are not that fucking good. And I don't get why these, like, I've had a ton of people they're like coming out of the builds and they're like, well, the speedrun build, this ain't supposed to. No, you should not, unless you are a speedrunner, you shouldn't be fucking with speedrun builds, man. It is like, shit is never gonna go that smooth. It's the same thing with, I've had people tell me, they're like, oh, Counter-Strike's bad, you got to get hit. I don't get hit. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. You're gonna get hit, I'm gonna get hit. Everyone I know that's playing this game is gonna get fucking hit. It is what it is. You're gonna get hit, because you're gonna be like, oh, I bet I can get out like one more hit with my great sword, and then boop, you got hit in the face. Now you can either take that hit to the face and have to heal, or you can take that hit to the face and get 25 extra attack. One of those is clearly better than the other. Yeah, I had people on the Gunlance video, they're like, I never get hit with Gunlance. I'm like, bro, you ain't. If you aren't playing Gunlance and trying to squeeze in a second Wyvern Fire and getting your ass blasted, you ain't playing Gunlance right. You will absolutely get fucking hit. LBG and Lance builds. I got 2 Lance builds. These are coming up later today, but this one this one was faster on most hunts, and it's got Evade Extender 3, so little bit of comfy in it. Just a little comfort. That one's pretty good. So I'd recommend that. And then light bowgun I haven't fucked with since launch, but I don't really need to. I mean, this build just Wex 5, Max Might 3, Antivirus 3. You got evade window. I guess you could probably work something out. Well, no, this has 4-piece gore, so you're getting the gore bonus on top of it. This thing just fucking pumps damage. Do certain monsters drop more rarity 8 parts? You should be doing investigations. You shouldn't be doing rarity 8 stuff. You always want to do investigations, and you want the double investigations. You gain HR by doing hunts. Just keep doing hunts. But you want to find the doubles like this. You can just keep resting until those show up on the map. Those are the fatties. That's what you want.
Understood.
Let me see something. I don't think anything else is utilizing adrenaline. Let me see. So we can do counter strike as a necklace. Well, you use exploit or charm. I'm gonna need the Wex for that. Y'all use challenger charm for Agi. I'm just gonna leave it. It's meant to be a comfort build. I mean, I guess I could probably drop. Let me see something. If I went down 2 points of agitator, that 2 points of agi would be 8 attack and 8 affinity. 8 attack and 8 affinity versus getting a hit in your face for 25 attack. Probably worth. That's probably worth. Getting the hit in the face is good. We're just gonna put it on. Wonder if I could have worked that into the greatsword. Oh, the greatsword build. The greatsword build already had counter and that. It had exploiter. I don't think there's nowhere I can fit Wex into the build, so that has to stay exactly as it was. So your healing horn build? Just this. I mean, it's more of a comfort build. It's not damage. Got a little bit of destroyer sprinkled in, a little bit of Wex, and some part breaker. This isn't the healing horn. What the fuck? Hold on. Must have overrode it. There we go. Queen Cord Maker. Queen Cord Maker is so stupid, man. This thing, you just never die. I don't feel like fighting Arkfeld again. Go fight. I want to fight. Yeah, Cuckoo. Go fight an Ursula, and then I'm probably gonna wrap up. I gotta record all these. Always go all attack when building Ardian weapons.
Now commencing quest by order of the guild.
There's no, you can hit 100% affinity without any affinity upgrades in your weapons. So more raw is always better. How much money for you to throw that vape away? Give me 20 grand and I'll stop vaping. Oh man. Y'all are being obnoxious. That's not what I wanted. I wish the sound of the hunting horn was a little louder at times. This is the Rurikon method of hunting. You're not allowed to use the poop at all. God damn, there's so many fucking webs, bro. Y'all are, I love, dude, look at the fucking healing. Like, I don't even need to play the healing song. I don't even know which one of these is the one I'm supposed to be killing. I think it's the one I'm on. These monsters? Nah, they were, I got a call. They were attacking a village and they were trying to steal all the cats. And so they called me in to save the village's pets. Because, you know, the bad monsters were coming in. Like, I've been poisoned like half this hunt, and I'm just like, nah, that don't matter. Oh, interrupted me. That's very rude. Oh, your friend ran away. My turn. That's stupid, dude. It's so dumb. That, oh god, I should have recorded that for the fucking hunting horn build video. Yeah, we're just gonna fight Tuner Scylla at the same time, completely ignore everything they do, and just heal through all of it. It does not matter if I am webbed, it does not matter if they attack. I will just perpetually smack you. The craziest thing about that, so, because this is like a comfort build, right? So I got recovery up on it. I didn't even have to play a healing song. Just my fucking bubble was enough to keep me topped off the entire time. That's crazy. And then on top of that, this build also gets hasten recovery and decimator. So like, you're just not gonna die. You're never gonna fucking die with this build. You're just like, I am unkillable. I have my bubble heal, I have passive heals. It's probably excessive, to be honest. I think that's more healing than any player really needs. And that thing was a silver crown. And I murdered all of its babies. many hours? I don't know. I'm approaching the 250 mark. But we're gonna wrap up on that one. I do want to record all this stuff. I'm pretty happy with how all these builds are looking. I might take, honestly, this one, just because this has so much fucking healing already, I think I might change this to the other build, because, like, I don't need, I don't need hasten or decimator with it. I might as well increase my bonkage. There's no reason not to. There's no reason to not increase the bonkage. I don't need the extra healing on top of all the excessive healing that I already have. So we'll go for that. And then I'll still keep this to showcase it as a comfort horn build. So, alright, I'm gonna wrap things up. The greatsword build should be live already. I'm gonna try tonight, the game plan, I'm gonna try and record lance, longsword, hammer, and horn, and then that way I'll have covered all of the updated builds. Bow, I don't know what I'm gonna do with bow. I mean, bow, it hasn't really changed. The 4 gore ebony is, I think, still the best for elemental bow. I could upload the meme ass, the pierce bow, but it's such a boring fucking playstyle. Just, well, how did you play this? You spam it, bro. You pierce everything. That's all you do? That's all you do. You just fucking pierce. More pierce all the time. It's just like, oh, that's not interesting at all. But anyway, yeah, wrapping things up. Catch y'all later. Peace.